All right, shalom. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in the 1/3. And Lord's will, this lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baha, Rakakwadash. And Tawadiya, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, for give me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, bottom barrel Edomites are bewitched too. Okay. And pretty much I just want to go into a quick lesson and go into a quote by a former president of Babylon, a former king of Babylon, and a quote that he made pretty much, showing you that not only is Jake, the system is set up against Jake, but the system is also set up against low-level Edomites, heathens, okay? Because you have to understand at the end of the day, when you refer to the upper echelon of Esau, really the power relies in the elites and the corporate elites. And, even these regular, everyday, six-pack drinking Joe Edomites, they're catching, they're catching the same hell we're catching, but Esau has constructed a system to make it seem and also benefit him like he's winning, okay? But, don't let these Edomites fool you, okay? Their asses are going through it too, because that's a part of the image. The image is set up to make Esau feel that he is more privileged, which he does have more privilege than Jake, but he's in the same sinking boat that we're in as well, okay? So let me quit yapping, all right? Let me show you. Let me explain it, because I get it. We catch hell and Esau eat him. He has quote unquote, Edomite privilege, but understand that's by design, okay? That's by design. Now check this out real quick. So I heard this quote last night. It's by Lyndon B. Johnson, which if you don't know who he is, he's the 36th king of Babylon. And he ruled from 1963 to, guess what, 1969, which that was the year Abba Bivens, okay, who we believe through faith is reincarnated as John the Baptist coming back to fulfill the prophecy of Malachi, the 4th chapter. That's just our faith, because at the end of the day, when you read the scriptures, we have to have complete understanding of what's going on. And if you don't believe that, then you have to go back and find out when that prophecy got fulfilled and who was it fulfilled by. So we'll leave it there. So here's a quote by this Edomite, this King Edomite, right? Check this out. Watch. This is why I said what I said. It says, this is a quote: if you can convince the lowest Edomite man or Edomite woman, he or she, he's better than the best Israelite man, he won't notice you're picking his pockets. Hell, give him somebody to look down on, and he'll empty his pockets for you. So this shows you right here that even Esau, okay, the two-time losers, the six-pack drinking Joe Edomites, hey, they're in the crab in a bucket spirit too. Okay, they got to get up every day and work. Just because they get hired for the jobs and they're not in trouble as other men, their asses are still subject to payments. They still are getting taxed to hell and back. Okay, so hey, Esau is losing. All right, so we can't always look at Esau as if he's got it more than us. It's just because of the system, the image has him presented on a higher level than us, but his ass is going through it too. So, hey, call out Yahweh Shema Shai. Esau got to deal with it too. So real quick, let's go into this. Let's break it down. This is Revelations 13. I want to show you. This is a part of the image. Okay, so Revelations 13. And let's see, where do we want to start? Let's just start at 11. It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So you have Esau, Edom, who prides himself going to school, wants to get into politics, but this whole system is rigged. This whole system's rigged. Okay, you got the Democrats and the Republicans, or the plebeians and the patricians. Okay, all going back to the ancient Roman Empire. All right, so Esau will use other low-level Edomites, and then Jake focuses on the face value Edomites like the Trumps, the Elons, the Dylans, Roofs. The list just goes on and on. Okay, and Jake ain't even thinking, about the man. Okay, because all you're fixated and focused on is who you see in face value, who he puts on TV, the puppet. Okay, but they're losing too. They're fall guys. Okay, these Edomites are being set up by other Edomites, and when the ship goes down, these Edomites are going to have to go down with the ship while the corporate elites are somewhere off having margaritas, just like the 9 to the 1-1. Remember? You had all those Edomites that got hired for those positions. Jake probably applied for positions. He didn't get the top office, and what happened? The elites took out their own people. You had men jumping out of the building. Okay, so when we look, this system that's set up against us, it's set up against these people too. Okay, it's set up right against them too. He's got Esau running a rat race just like you. But see, we're under the curses. See, Esau, he gets a little bit of benefits. So in his mind, as long as he's doing better than a nigga, oh, he's good. I'll pay for this. I'll buy that. But what he don't know is he's slaving away. He's slaving away for this system. And the elites is going to let his ass stay here and burn. Okay, so hey, man, don't be looking around at these Edomites as if, oh, you're lucky. It says, envy not or fret not at the evildoers. Envy not thy oppressor. Envy not the wicked. Okay, because they asses are tricked too. They got to pay taxes. They got to wake up. They got to be in the same street, and they got to eat the same bullshit that we got to eat. They got to drink the same tap water, but they think because of the image, they're doing better than you. Wrong. This is why you got to understand it's all about the corporate elites. Okay, the Esau walking by camp. Hey, you going to the slave? Yeah, they are going to go to slave, but they ain't the ones that made the roads. They didn't make the laws. Okay, their asses are trapped right here with us too. How about that? Isn't that funny? Isn't that beautiful? Just know that the hell that you're dealing with, there's an Edomite counterpart dealing with it too. Maybe he might not have it as worse as you because he's not in as trouble even though he's not in as trouble as other men, but he ain't about to sail off into the sunset with the corporate. The corporate elites ain't coming for these Babylonian Edomites here. Okay? Their asses are tricked too. Look, let's read it again. If you can convince the lowest Edomite man he's better than the best Israelite man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell, give him somebody to look down on and he'll empty his pockets for you. Exactly. And immediately it makes me think of there was years ago, you had the Trump rally. Let me put Trump supporters. This is beautiful to me, right? Two-time losers. Supporters, make my taco. Nigga, you got to drink the same water we do. You got to, hey, look, I remember one time, because I do construction, and I did some work in this Edomite house, and outside it looked beautiful. It was huge. It was big. But I went inside, and it stunk. He's got oodles and noodles stacked up. I said, damn, you living like a nigga. But see, face value, you don't see that. You don't think that. And then their pride, they live in this fictional mindset because of the image. We're going to get into it because of the image. So they'll look like, well, at least I ain't a nigga. But guess what? You about to be treated like a nigga by your corporate elite counterpart. How about that? Make my taco. Let me see what comes up. Let me see. Where is it? There was this, they were like at the border and he was yelling. He was like, make my taco, bitch. Like, bruh, you ain't living no better. Let me see. Trump supporter yells, make my taco. Let me see. Right here. There it is. Thank you, Yahba Shemel Shai Shemel Kakudash. There he is right here. All right. All through. Got all this poison ass ink on him. All right. Teeth all fucked up. Fluoride. Trump supporter goes viral for rant at rally. Now, this was years ago, but I want to use this specific point because when you encapsulate what he's doing right now, this is literally what the corporate elite's plan is. Their plan is to keep bottom barrel bullshit Edomites in this mindset that they're better off than you because the image has painted so-called fair skin, so-called white skin as successful, but this was all set up so everybody can fight each other and not realize who the big problem is. It's a big dog on campus. It's the big Edomites. It's the suit and ties. It's the ones that are in the they're in the high suites. Okay, you can't get to them. Okay, just like the police. You got Edomite cops out here roaming the street looking for skinny little niggas to arrest because he feels like he's stopping crime. But you got the corporate elites that are doing blue collar crime. So I mean, it's amazing. So let's just keep building off this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. It says, and Esau got to work right with us, but he'll be on the job site like, at least I'm not a nigga. But guess what? You're getting the same pay as a nigga. Or what? You may be getting $1 more. You're getting the same taxes out of your check, just like us. You're getting the same Social Security out of just like us. You got to go to the same grocery store, just like us. Okay, but that pride and that covering cast puts a spirit on you that, well, even though I gotta eat oodles and noodles too, at least I'm not a nigga. But you living like one. But because color, so he thinks he's good, he's well off. No, you're not. Look, and it says, and he, the elites, right? And he exercises all the power of the first beast. What's the first beast? The Roman Empire. Before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed, which proves the image of the beast cannot be Cesare Borgia, because how did Cesare Borgia, or the image of that, how did that deadly wound get healed? Okay, so IUIC, you are wrong. The image of the beast is not talking about Cesare Borgia. And actually, Pope Alexander, what is it, the fourth? He made his son to depict who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, because what he did was there was long war, and back then the world knew that Yahweh Shai was a man of color, so Esau depicted him as his son to basically gain power through imagery over the people. See? So he's used whitewashing to his advantage, and now even bottom barrel, low level, garbage bag Edomites think, as long as I keep seeing my face on Santa and God and Jesus, in commercials and YouTube ads, we are okay. That's not the case. That's a trick. They're tricking your ass. You through too. See, we know what's going on with us. What about you, buddy? That's why it says he's the red horse. They shall kill one another. So Esau has no idea. While he's fighting, look, where we at? While he's fighting and yelling at Issachar and the border and make my taco, you got over 30 million migrants from UN countries in your country right now, ready to pounce on your ass. So Esau, you have no idea what's about to happen. Your own government allowed your borders to stay open while you yelling, make my taco. Your own government set your ass up. And guess what? You're going to be the fall guy. You ever see the movie Fun with Dick and Jane? Let's go. Fun. I used this point before, and guess what? We're going to use it again. Fun with Dick and Jane. Now, this movie is perfect. So in this movie, that's disgusting. So in this movie, we'll use this. So right here, Esau was working for a corporate company, and then one day he got promoted. All right, he got promoted, and he thought he was winning. But what happened was the corporate elite Edomites, right here, played by Baldwin, what they did was they promoted him to be the public relations spokesperson for the company. Just before the company went bankrupt, he flew off and left Esau the tab. That's what the elites are doing. They're leaving you bottom barrel, no good having ass Edomites. They're leaving you with the tab, and they forced his ass to go to a life of crime. Okay, he went from a suit and tie to give it up or die. You see that? See that? Oh, and then he had to cross the border. They rounded him up like he was an Issacharite. Hey, this movie was spiritual, man. It's a comedy. But remember, like Elder Apostle Gabar says, comida, food for thought. Think about it. Think about it. Okay, you got other Edomites that realize their government, all right, isn't for them. And we got a direct quote by the government that is telling you it's not for them. You see that? You got to go to the same public schooling, but then he gives you private school. So you say, we're okay. We're better off, right? So let's keep going. And he does great wonders so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. They did that through what? Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Okay. And the plane that recorded the imagery was called Necessary Evil. All right. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. So people are deceived, including Edomites. Bottom barrel Edomites are deceived too. This is why they still want to vote. This is why they believe in Trump. This is why some people believe in Biden. Okay. They believe in the wokeness. They believe in the school and the agenda, because it's all by the corporate elites to keep your ass locked in emotionally, tugging on your heartstrings. And you have no idea they got a new world order that they're getting ready to attempt over everybody. Esau gonna get chipped too. What you thought, Brad? You thought your ass wasn't gonna get hit too? You gonna get hit too, bro. It says, by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do. See, Esau don't have power. The elite Edomites have power. Your Edomite neighbor don't got power. He gotta wake up and go to work too. He's fighting for promotion too. His ass ain't better off than you. It's just the image makes him think that. That's all it is. The image makes them think that because all you do is see the white Cinderellas and the white characters in video games. So they think that they're in a good case. No, they're not. No, you not, bro. It says, which had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. So what's this image? The image is his quote unquote democracy, which don't even get me started on that. I got to talk about that off camera because it'll clip me. Okay. But when you go into the military, so Esau feels he needs to go and serve for his country. But then they tell you it's a banker war. It's a banker war. So Esau's going over to these other countries and he's being deceived because the United States of America stand to me, right? All that bullshit, which you don't even realize your ass is duped too. You got duped by pride and what you believe is culture. They package culture for you through the image, and now you think you got to go and die and fight for it. But you don't see the corporate elites doing that. But you see these young men going out, these young Edomite men going out here and dying for that. Matter of fact, there was a quote in the movie Full Metal Jacket where the Edomites were over in like Vietnam, and basically the president at the time said, "I don't believe we should be sending young American white men to go fight a war that the Chinese could be fighting themselves." Yeah, it's true, but that's not the plan. Okay, that's not the agenda. All right, so it's beautiful. Okay, so Esau is sending his own people on a dummy mission. He gives them a badge and he gives them a gun, and they're going around losing their life and for the name of justice. That ain't justice. Chasing a nigga that's selling drugs ain't justice. You ever heard of the C to the I to the A? Do you want to know who's the one bringing it in over the border? The biggest dealers is the elites. Okay. Oh man, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. It helps me in my hell. So that's the image, okay? The military, what you call democracy, all right? His government, the monetary system, okay? Days of Lot, all right? And all these pieces to the puzzle of the image, he puts Esau as the face, so that keeps other Edomites in line and what? Looking down on Jake. See, it's all an agenda, okay? Even the whole woke shit, that's an agenda. It's keeping low-level Edomites mad at other Jakes. I literally worked with a pure Edomite who was completely caught up in the quote-unquote race bait that the powers that be behind the scene is doing to keep Edomites in Babylon arguing with Jakes. You got poor Edomites arguing with poor Jakes, and nobody's mad at the ones that are rich. Nobody's mad at the bankers. That's why in the prophecy it says the hand of the wicked shall be upon him, meaning the laborer. So that's when they're gonna find out soon. The average Babylonian person is gonna find out that the powers that be that you've been trusting in, believing in, drinking from, eating from, you're gonna find out that they never were for you. They actually use your quote unquote white skin as a cover to keep you thinking that the system is good, Jake's tripping, and everything will be okay. You got people finding out that their retirement is now being depleted. Watch when people wake up like you did in Cuba and find all your money's gone. Wait till they bring the digital system. These Edomites is going to find out this system is not for them very soon, and they're going to lose it. Remember with the 19? They actually used civil rights laws to say, you can't make me get the jump shot, and you can't stop me from eating in a restaurant, but you did that to Jake. You did that to Jake, and that was fine. Right? So now Esau's starting to feel the heat. So that show you right there that just because you are a so-called white person don't mean you're going to get a pass in the New World Order. In fact, you're going to get mowed down too. It's called useless eaters. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going on this image. All right, I had pulled up a couple points. Let's see what we got. This is Psalms 55 and 21. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Right, his words are very smooth, so it captivates you. People believe in the image. People believe what the upper elites are pushing in their message. And you got to think, what was his name? Edward Bernays. You got to understand the 1900s, 1920, 1930, that was a heavy psychological deception that the elites were doing to the average public people of Babylon. He got women to smoke. They called them torches of freedom. He created not capitalism, consumerism. Okay, he trained you that you needed to eat steak and eggs for breakfast instead of oats and fruit. Okay, this guy has been supplanting everybody. Esau's a supplanter too. He's a deceiver. Okay. And then Jake sees Esau winning. He walks by and he sees this right here. It's called the nuclear family. This was all by design. Okay. This is all by design. See that? He gave Esau this image: go to work, stay at home, one son, one daughter, picket fence. Okay. And then they made Jake envy Esau and his fair skin. They made them think they're Jake. They made Jake think that they're ugly because they don't look like them. And they thought they were winning because they saw Leave It to Beaver. They saw that he was able to get a car and a home and a salary. Like, this is what they did. This is what the elites did. This is what they did. They painted this image, and Esau believes that as long as they have this, that they are winning in Babylon. No, it's a trick. It's a trick. Okay, you're duped. You've been duped. You've been deceived. Okay, high-level witchcraft. High-level witchcraft right here. Okay, and it says, let's keep going. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. That's why he uses Media, which is the goddess of illusion. Okay, and he puts Jake's face, criminal, 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 criminal. And then he always presents an Edomite as the firefighter or the police officer. Remember growing up, did you have an officer friendly? I did. Had DARE program and officer friendly. I had no idea the angel of light is actually a drug addict, a child toucher, and a sniffer. Okay, see, Esau outwardly has been presented as the epitome of winning or success for Babylon, when that's not the case. Okay, it says, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn sore. So he has words that are soft to the ears and easily to be accepted. And wow, I believe that, but they have no idea they're being deceived too. Okay, they're being deceived too. Jake's being deceived, Esau's deceived, and the heathens are deceived. That's why they come over here. We got to get over here and we got to get success. And then what kind of success? You want Edomite success. When a woman says she wants male rights, she means a Edomite male, not a Jake male, not an Issacharite male. She wants an Edomite male rights. See? All a part of the image. Create one person to be successful, create another to be unsuccessful. Then I make them war with each other, and no one is looking at the man. Remember the movie Don't Drink Juice in the Hood? The man. Don't be a menace right here. Look at that. See? He got Moab looking at Jake, and then the man robbing him. Okay? But the man is the one that's giving you the license to sell alcohol, sell tobacco. Okay, the man is the one that allows you to get your imports, buy your product. Okay, the man is behind it all. Esau's behind it all. Who you think got Ishmael to sell Lucy's and white tees? Okay, and them corporate elites is where it's at. All right, now real quick, Psalms 83:1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. It's so crafty that he even uses his own people to continue the agenda, and they themselves have no idea, because he gives you this to see as a front face. So you think this guy is independent. You think he don't have no strings. No, he has strings. They're called puppet leaders. But Esau's so dumb, so base, that he has no idea his ass is being deceived by his own people. Shit, Jake be deceiving their own people too. So you don't think Esau says he's a deceiver? The nations have drunk of their wine and they are mad. Is this man not mad? Years ago, you was yelling at Issachar saying, make my taco, bitch. Now, where was your ass at with the 30 million Hamites, Ishmaelites, Persians, okay? All these heathen nations that are coming across the border, where your ass at now? Where your ass at now? See, y'all only move if the elites tell you to move. All these protesters, these movements, that's all set up. That's all funded, man. All that shit's funded, all right? All of it, the BL, all that's funded, okay? And they all got y'all distracted. Isn't that fire? Esau is the epitome of a two-time loser. He has no idea. He has no idea that his own powers that he looks at, as trustworthy are actually deceiving him. That's that smooth as butter, man. Your ass deceived. And they look at us like we're tripping. You got to go to the same hospital. You got to take the same, man. Let's see. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Yeah, he's the one that told you that you were black, and then he told you that you were white. What is that? 1861 white person was named. I don't even know how to word that. How do we want to word that? Yeah, see, the history of Edomite people in America, the white race was invented by rich Virginians. See, rich, elite, power that be. In the aftermath, the populist rebellion, impoverished, indentured, enslaved Israelites. See? Okay, 1613. How Edomite people were invented. See? So they created the term white. They created the term black. And then a part of the image, what they did was they bigged up the term white so that they could look down on the people that they call black. Idiots. They got you, man. Okay, they got your ass. Esau's been got by his own people. Oh, man. It says they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes. This is why Ishmael sells you white teas, Lucy's, and fried chicken. And this is why Moab is in the hood. You see? It's all by design. Okay? It's all by design. Go watch the movie They Clone Tyrone. It's all by design. All right? Just like this. We deal with this, but so does everyone else. But of course, under our curses, don't get me wrong. Of course, under our curses, we have a shorter end of the stick. Okay, that's all it is. I'm not taking away our hell, but what we're saying is, even though within our hell, Esau is dealing with this shit too. Okay, it says, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. So even though we deal with holes in our bag, we deal with the child support. Esau got to deal with child support too, bro. We just got a shorter end of the stick, but his ass ain't exempt either. Okay, matter of fact, let's put this in. Who invented? Yeah, I'm always looking up who invented what. Who invented 9 to 5? It was an Edomite. Okay, Henry Ford. See, notable Henry Ford played a pivotal role in popularizing this schedule. In 1926, didn't we mention the 1920s? Ford introduced a 5-day work week with 8-hour days for his employees, known as the Ford schedule. And because Esau was receiving the benefits of these agendas, they didn't feel it was a problem or an issue, because they always could look down on Jake that are under the curses like, damn, we're better off than them. But no, he got your ass working as a debt slave too. See that? And then Jake, being so low level, he says, to be free, I need the rights as an Edomite. Now I feel free. You'll have Jake rappers say, I want to be so rich that my neighbors are white. See? But they got to still pay the tax. Oh my God. This is amazing, man. You know, this is amazing. There's so much. What else we can look up real quick? Who invented the steak and egg breakfast? Excuse me, breakfast. Let me see. Let's see what comes up. The steak and egg breakfast is believed to have originated in Australia. Early Europeans, blah, blah, blah. It says by World War II, the dish considered an Australian, but American and English newspapers had mentioned it in the 19th century. In the 1940s, United States Marine Corps adopted steak and eggs. So see, they put all these things out. Let's give another one. Let's just do this. Edward Bernays, is it? Yes, there it is. Look at that. Look. Edward Bernays and why we eat bacon for breakfast. See? Today, 70% of bacon is eaten at breakfast. Bacon and eggs is iconic American combo, all thanks to Edward Bernays. See? An elite. Okay? See? Watch the inventor of PR explain. See? An elite. All right? They also added in subliminal messages. They had to make that illegal. So everybody's in the trick bag here in Babylon. It's just you have different positions of how tricked you are. Okay, you have different positions of what costume you get to wear. So if you get to be a politician, you don't feel like you're losing because you still see niggas at the bottom, cops, teachers, doctor, 911. You get what I'm getting at? So all these people got costumes on, but because their position is presented as successful or needed or esteemed as a career, they think that they have no need for nothing. But all y'all are tricked. All y'all are tricked. So I think that's all I wanted to get. Oh, right here, there's another point. Psalm 73. I'm gonna get a couple of the comment board too. Psalm 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men. Why? Because the image of the beast wants to keep Jake in trouble, of course, because of the curses. So what that does is make Esau feel, I'm fine. What's wrong with the system? I'm not afraid of police. Blue lives matter, right? Because he made you not the typical suspect, even though you break the law too. But the image has police eyes on who? The cursed people, Jake, the hidden ones. So Esau feels, well, I'm not going to get in trouble. The judicial system. See, all these things are set up to keep Esau comfortable in Babylon. So he keeps promoting Babylon, but that keeps the elites going too. See, neither are they plagued like other men. This is because of the image. Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain. Violence covers them as a garment. See, so pride is upon them. I'm fine. I don't see a problem. If you don't like it, you can leave. Why don't you go back where you came from? You know? Why are you not bowing a knee? Or why are you bowing a knee to our national anthem? What is wrong with you? See? What do you mean you don't eat Burger King? Why don't you like soda? See? Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. The average Edomite, middle class, upper class, they have more than heart could wish. But there are bottom barrel, low level loser Edomites that are kicking the can in the inner cities too. I've never seen more Edomites hooked on you know what, walking around looking through scabs, got the thousand eye stare, just finished. And where's their Edomite powers that be at? Why ain't they helping them? See? Look, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. See, they got this very lawfully spirit about them, and they think everything's okay because the elites packaged up a nice deal for them. So they feel like we have no need or want anything. This is heaven for us, but your heaven is getting ready to turn to hell. Okay, so I found this powerful. All right, I found this powerful. If you can convince the lowest Edomite man he's better than the best Israelite man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. See? Hell, give him somebody to look down on. Ding, 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 ding. Give him somebody to look down on, and what will he do? And he'll empty his pockets for you. Vote for Trump. Get him in office. Make my taco. You don't know what the hell you're talking about, dude. Okay? Isn't that amazing, brother? So from now on, man, start laughing at these people. You know, they drive by, they got a nice car, they gotta pay for that shit every month. It's damn near rent they gotta pay. See, Esau has all these amenities, but his ass is counting pennies too. One thing you gotta understand about Babylon is even though they may have a house, they may have a career, they have enough money to keep those items. It's not like they just balling, okay? It's just like you may be surviving off 1,000, but you're getting by. Esau surviving off 10,000, but he's getting by. But that don't mean he's just money. No, that's mortgage, that's car payments, that's grocery, that's this, that's that. That's all these other things that he is required to pay because that's a part of the image. So his success has got him bound too, okay? He's dealing with it too, all right? This is my brother Pillars of Benjamin, Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And Yahweh Shema Shai, thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So now those curses are creeping upon him. Now he's finding out, wait a minute, I got to take out a loan to get groceries. Wait a minute, that's too much taxes. Hold on. We can't afford that. See? So this system that is ushering in a new order it's actually taking away the middle class. And the middle class is where the Edomite Babylonians survived. That's where they thrived. They had their mom and pop businesses. They could open up a pizza shop, a bar, a local hardware store, a construction company. Now they're going through it. I legitimately watched when the 19 happened, where I was living at the time, there was a bar across the street. And I literally watched this man break down. The spirit was on him. He was like, man, years ago, this place was filled with money. That's all I keep hearing from these Edomites now. Back then, they used to make it. We had this. Now they're complaining about inflation. They're complaining about the cost of material, the cost of labor. They're realizing that their heaven is no longer heaven no more. And then with the woke agenda, that's keeping them mad at Jake. But then they're also realizing, wait a minute, you might not be right. But then the elite give them Trump. See, they say Biden ain't right, but then the only thing they give them is Trump. They got to choose the lesser of two evils now. See, but they were winning at one point in time. Okay, they were winning at one point in time, and now we're seeing it. Now we're seeing their asses are going through it too. So I'm gonna leave it there, but I'm gonna get this quick one real quick. I quoted this earlier. Proverbs 3:31, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. And now we're seeing the ways that have been desired and chosen is now slipping through his hands too. The power that was given to him was like a hardened rock, and now it's showing itself to be sand, and it's slipping through his hands, and he has no idea why. And then when he does, he's going to find out too late. It was his own people that did it to him. It wasn't Jake. Jake ain't doing this to him. It's his own people doing it to him. See? So I'm going to leave it there. I pray this lesson was edifying. I pray it was encouraging. I pray it was enlightening. I pray that Yahushai's sheep were fed, and it just gives you comfort in the midst of your hell, and start laughing at Esau. Just because they live out in the suburbs, that don't mean nothing, okay? They are just still sucking off the teat of the image of a position that they were given, so that they don't look at the powers that be as wicked, and that keeps Jake looking at middle class, upper class as I want to be like them. No, the problem is the corporate elites got all you in a trick bag. See that? All of you are in a trick bag. So, hey, call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. This ship is sinking. The captain of the boat is going down with it. He believes that he can fix this, and he has no idea what prophecy is ultimately destruction for this place. So, call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do rule well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. Hey, this man made Esau believe that God is a so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they actually believe who they call Jesus is them. All right, I got to leave it there. But I mean, when you just sit back and think about it, man, it gives you peace. Hey, with that being said, hey, shalom.